So in a game that the 49ers were clearly the better team with the better roster, the 49ers found a way to come from ahead to lose 19-10 in Chicago in a muddy, sloppy, rainy, windy game. The Niners were up in this game 10-0 at one point. It should have been a lot more. Um, Turnovers, especially the Deebo Samuel fumble when they were going in for a score, definitely had an effect on this game. If you look at the stats of this game, just overall, the 49ers outgained the Bears 331 yards to 204. The 49ers, uh, the penalties were, I think, the biggest story of this game. 12 penalties for 99 yards to just 3 for 24 for the Bengals. Timely bad penalties. Or you could say they were untimely, but they were timely for the Bears. Bad penalties, game tilting momentum swings by the 49ers. I thought Trey played solid in the first half. Nothing too extravagant, but he was solid in the first half. And I thought his play took a dip in the second half. And then once the weather started, it was, there was no going back. 49ers defense in the first half looked like world beaters, allowing really nothing to happen. And then we get into the second half, especially in the third quarter, where the game tilted. 49ers defense gave up a huge touchdown to Dante Pettis on a play where the Niners should have had a sack, but instead they allowed Justin Fields to roll out to his left and then throw it back across the field to a wide open Dante Pettis, who, when those plays happen, eventually guys are going to break open. You can only cover for so long, and that was exactly the situation. Then they just, the Bears got the ball again after a short field, and the Niners were unable to stop them again with big penalties that tilted the momentum in this game. The weather was definitely a factor in this game for sure, but I think the 49ers just, I don't know. I know Elijah Mitchell went out with an injury, and the run game was never the same after that. Like I said, Trey Lance was not horrible to begin this game, and then in the second half, I thought he played like a first-year starter. I thought he played like a first-year starter. I thought the 49ers tried their best to kind of give him situations where he could make the most of it, and in the first half, he did that. But just an overall poor performance as a team down the stretch. Penalties were the biggest takeaway from this game. The 49ers continue to be one of the most penalized, undisciplined teams in the sixth year of the Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch era. And if you're going to be a championship team, you can't be that type of team that commits that many penalties. I mean, 12 to just 3 in a game that you should have won. You're a team that's clearly better than the team you were playing. Undermanned. They don't really have any weapons on offense, and yet the 49ers found a way to let the Bears back into this game. And once the Bears had the momentum in their own place with the crowd pumping and the rain falling, that was pretty much it for the 49ers. Niners need to dust themselves off, come back next week against the Seattle Seahawks and try to even a record of 1-1 at home. That's a game you can't lose. I mean, you were definitely better than the Seahawks. I know they're a division rival, but this isn't the same Seahawks. So this Trey Lance era is off to somewhat of a rocky start, but you can't make any type of assumptions about how things are going to go in the long term. The Niners are a team in transition. They have a really good loaded roster with pretty much solid players everywhere, and they have a quarterback who's really young, who doesn't have a lot of experience. But the Niners made that choice to make that move, and now they have to go with it. So I hope the Niners give him a long leash and let him figure out things as he goes. That's the only way he's going to get better. Solid first half, poor second half. But the Niners as a team played poor in the second half. It's not all on Trey Lance. And we start the season 0-1, and we go into a pivotal game next week where if we don't win, we drop to 0-2 going into Denver. So next week is critical. Best thing you could do is just get yourself ready for next week and, dust yourself off, let this one sting for a little bit and then get going. Be interesting to see what's going on with Elijah Mitchell, how bad his knee injury is. Another guy that cannot stay healthy. No word on if the Niners had any really big injuries in this game. I'm sure those reports will come out after the game. But that's going to do it for me. For my post game kind of wrap up / analysis, 49ers lose a game they should have won to a team they should have beat by a lot more. But they were up 10-0, but they should have been up a lot more at that point. And they're not allowed this to be a game, but unfortunately they did. So we go to 0-1 into a game next week that we need to win. That's going to do it for me, guys. Truly disappointed. I thought the Niners should have blew the doors off these guys, but unfortunately they didn't. Niners dropped 0-1 to start the season. I will let you guys know if I'm going to start up live streaming again, as that's a possibility now that the season starts. I seem to have been reinvigorated, so I'll let you guys know. Till next time, everyone, stay safe and healthy. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and keep the faith. Go Niners, and I'll talk to you next time. See ya.